Next week's Columbus Day, and one of the things that I always feel badly about is that no one will ever remember what really Columbus Day is, because now we celebrate it on Monday of whatever week it is. Last year I was in a play called Walk in the Woods, where I played a Russian diplomat, and there were these two diplomats talking, and the Russian asked the American, what would have happened if the Russians would have settled this land instead of the English? And the answer was the same thing. We'd have killed all the Indians and taken all the land. And I think sometimes that it's interesting to think about what does make us American. Certainly not those things. And that I think that what I'm going to do this evening is to actually read the Bill of Rights. I think that they contain more than what we remember in terms of the First Amendment or the Second Amendment or the whatever. And so I'll just read these for you. Amendment number 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of people peacefully to assemble, or to petition the government for a redress of grievances. People write us all the time, so that's cool. Amendment number 2. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Amendment number 3. No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war but in a manner prescribed by law. Amendment 4. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. And no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Amendment 5. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. Amendment 6. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. Amendment 7. In suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of a trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of common law. Amendment 8. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. Amendment 9. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. Amendment 10. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. When I was looking for something that I thought would be nice for us to get reminded of, when I looked at the Bill of Rights, and I looked at a couple places to see if there was some extra interpretation that needed to be given to these. One of the comments that I found very telling was that one of the scholars was writing about it and said that he thought that one of the things that seems sad is that people don't actually read these words very often. Probably read them in grammar school and never since. And I think they've done us in good stead for several hundred years now, and I think we need to think about them once in a while. So, thank you.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesties, above thy fruited plains. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Thanks.